Peace, family. Sincere Naquari. What's up? My family doing, man? How y'all doing out there? I'm in Panama City. On the road this Wednesday. Take a walk with me. Right now, I got a little break. On the JOB. Beautiful day out here. Panama City Beach. Out here at the pier. This might still be Panama City. I'm out here by the bay. Probably more so. Those who in this area. It's a little windy. I don't know if y'all can hear me good. For those who going to watch this afterwards. But New Beat Wednesdays. New Beat Wednesdays. What's up, Aaron? Thank you for joining my live. I'm out here, living life a little bit. Wanted to get on here and talk about haters, for some of you inspiring, some of you who are doing, artists, businessmen and women, sometimes you are being hated on, man. Sometimes you are being hated on. And some of that is from people that just really wish they were doing what you're doing, or they wish they had the talent and skills that you have. They may never say it. They may never even give you accolades for it. But the reality is, deep down, right, they wish that they were you. They would even allow you to teach them. A lot of us are kind-hearted people. We want to see everybody come up. We want to see everybody succeed. So we help out as many people we can, And have you ever taught somebody something? You got them started, whether it's in music, playing the keyboard, playing keys, producing or whatever. Then they graduate to a certain level where, they kind of on their own now. But after a certain point, they act like they don't even know you. They don't even give you any honor or any say, thank you, man. You was the one that got me started doing this in the first place. And they go on. I've been in situations like that. Even in the midst of, say, another group of musicians, and they thanking everybody else but the one that got them started. That's interesting to me, because one, that tells me something about the person, and two, that helps me understand that some of my endeavors and some of the things that I'm inspiring to do or want to do or planning to do right? That I can't allow those Jews in the hands of anyone, because they may just crush them intentionally, like intentionally crush them, you know. And I'm not knowing they're intentionally crushing them. I'm thinking they're looking out for me to say, hey, you know, Sincere, yo, I don't think that'll work. I don't think your skill set is best fitted for that, or I don't think that, you know, you will succeed at it. You know, like a logical reason. And so you kind of going with that vibe. You kind of going with that advice from a confident. I mean, not confident, but the word I'm looking to use. I can't think of the word. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Can't think of the word. You know, you're confiding in someone. Somebody you confide in. Someone who you trust and confide. I'm probably messing that word up. But anyway, y'all know what I mean. And the whole time, they are literally crushing your dreams on purpose. And even if they don't know they're crushing on purpose, they're doing it from a place of just plain hate, because they don't want to see you shine, or they're not doing, or they wish they could do what you want to do, or they want to do what you're doing, but don't want you to do what they want to do, so they crush you. Now, a logical person, the wind may be loud, so forgive me if the wind is too much. Let's see if I have to circle back around. See if I can flip the camera. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful day. Flip the camera. Let y'all see where I'm just walking. Out here on the Panama City Bay. Kind of messed my flow up. Well, that would be a nice picture right here. Nice video shot. Didn't I just dive in the water? Not. But yeah, getting back on. So you start to realize, like, you know what? I was being hated on. And see, in my line of business, you know, my 9 to 5, I just kind of came across this kind of situation like that made me even think about it in my music business. You know, where someone understands that you have the power, right? Or the decision-making ability that could possibly affect their outcome. And because you have that power, right, they just despise you. Now, it was a time where they had the power, right, and they used that power for evil and not good. And so really, in that situation, their fear is that somebody would do to them what they did to others. Now me, I believe in justice. I believe in doing things the right way. You know, there is a law for everything. I don't create the universal laws, whether you want to, you know, trust in them or not trust in them. They're universal. And if you break them, the universe will deal with you, right? As it relates to policies and other laws, it's the same way. The laws are written out, the laws are made, and if you choose to cross that line, right, then the laws have to be enforced. However, some of us, sometimes we enforce it, and sometimes we don't. Well, that's still to the discretion of the one who's empowered to enforce the law, right? And then that goes back to the spirit of the man who has that power. Because we can look at a lot of action, the action of a person, but what we really have to look at is the reason behind the action. The spirit of the man, the spirit of the action, should I say, the spirit of the action. So in saying that, apply that to whatever your endeavors are that you have going on now, right? So whatever your endeavors and your things that you're trying to do, try to assess the spirit of people around you, right? Whether it's coming from a good place or a bad place. We of the Moorish science, we teach that a man will be known by the words of his mouth. The heart of a man will be known by the words of his mouth. Now, often it's said that people say things that they don't mean when they're angry. People say things, you know, that they don't mean when they're intoxicated or what have you. But the truth is, no, the abundance, the words come from the abundance from within, from the heart. In actuality, many things that are said out of anger, many things are said when someone is intoxicated, actually gives an imprint of the spirit of the man. Now, granted, yes, somebody could say something out of anger and they may not mean it in an actual manner, right? Or they may not mean it in a physical, like they say, I'm gonna shoot you. They don't really mean that they gonna take a gun and shoot you. But what you have heard is, you've heard the spirit of the man, which the spirit of the man is saying, I wish you harm, or I wish you ill. I wish you dead. Whether it's physical or spiritual. And so what I'm saying is, no, everything is not literally, but you will begin to understand the spirit of someone by the words of them. If you just keep letting them talk for a while, you know, I'm not saying in one setting, it may be 6 months, it may be a year or whatever. You know, have you been around somebody and all they do is complain? You know, it may not be you. You go to a restaurant, they're complaining. You go to the store shopping, they're complaining. You go to, you go meeting and networking at the business conferences, the music business conferences, and they complaining. You know what I'm saying? That's a sign of the spirit of the man. Now, yes, some things people just need help in dealing with those issues or dealing with the underlying issues that is causing that type of outlook. Because sometimes, man, I'm starting to get a little bit too heavy, ain't I? Let's see. Her say facts. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, her. That has happened to me. Yeah. Yes. Happened to most of us, a lot of us. You're dealing with people around you. I know people say like, oh, they hating on me. But sometimes they are hating on you. You just got to open your ears up a little bit and begin to listen what people are saying. And people talking about, oh, I'm just joking. That's a favorite line. I'm just joking. Well, all right. If you're just joking, right? And every time you joke is joking on the level of putting down people. Your jokes always put somebody down. That's man, that's a troubled spirit. That's a troubled spirit. And not to say like you can't, sometimes these are family members, sometimes these are great friends. Not to say you just disassociate yourself with that person, but that's not a person you want to give all your dreams, all your hopes, all your outlook, all your things that you're working on. You don't want to give them that for them to crush it. You know what I'm saying? You want to kind of keep your distance from people like that. You want to protect your dreams. You want to protect your outlook and surround yourself with like-minded people. And this is the thing, even for artists. Here's the thing. The world now is getting smaller in a sense that we now can reach out to people and contact people all across the globe. So you may have a style of music, right, that is not popular or is not popular in your area or popular in your local city, right? But I guarantee, right, as you perfect your niche, that there's an audience for it. So the key though, and this is what I'm learning right now, the key is learning how to brand your sound. Brand it so detailed where if there's not a brand for it or a niche for it, that you're going to be opening a lane for that niche. So when people do hear your sound, they know what to call it. They know how to hashtag it, right? They know how to brand it. And by doing so, right, you begin to create an avenue where people can find you on the internet. So if one person likes you and you've been hashtagging a certain hashtag the whole time, they're going to be able to hashtag it when they share it with someone. And eventually over time, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon I'm talking about. Over time, people are going to begin to associate you with the hashtag, which will begin to create a whole a niche, right? And as you create little niches, right, sometimes, or not sometimes, we've seen things like hip hop today. Hip hop was a niche. hip hop was not worldwide. Hip hop wasn't even, at one time, was not even getting played on the radio, right? I mean, like, and then when it started getting played on the radio, it was like 12 o'clock at night or something. You know what I mean? You had to stay up. You know, I remember staying up, sneaking. You know, I came up in a church background. My father was a pastor, rest in peace. And, you know, so they ain't really play all of that, but, you know, the music was on the streets, the music everywhere. I was in the hood. You just couldn't avoid it. So I remember, you know, sometimes sneaking at night to catch them MTV videos, you know, especially those ones that weren't uncut videos. But anyway, my point is that these niches started, so you may be on something that you could create a niche. And sometimes that niche, you never know if it blows up and it blows across the world, those same people who in your own area, in your own city, you know, then they start jumping on the bandwagon. Then you find yourself, people want to be like you or be like that sound or something that you created. You just never know, you know what I'm saying? So the whole idea is to understand that just be you, do your music, and have a marathon approach to it. And even if you don't see the day that your music hits a major level, just know that the people that you are touching, you are having an impact. You're having a voice. You know, you are contributing to the uplift of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your impact is greater than your following. Do you get it? Sometimes your impact can be greater than your following. For example, I got one person on here now, right? Shouts out to Kendra. I hope I said that right. Did I say that right? But shouts out to her, all right? But by the time this video uploads, maybe 70 people going to watch it eventually, right? And out of that, out of that 70, let's say 10 people, right, are inspired, and it inspires them to do what they've been dreaming of or continue to what they're dreaming of, right? Those 10 people is what you call impact, the impact that you had on someone to cause a positive change. And then what they do cause another positive change, right? Now, I could just have 70 followers and people like me, but it doesn't change anything. They have no impact on their lives, right? It doesn't inspire them. They just laughed or they had a good time and they just move on, right? And they go to the next thing, right? So I can have a lot of followings, or you can have a lot of followings, but you have no impact, no, I guess what I say, positive impact, positive change. So what you're doing, even though you may not have a lot of following, but your impact may be humongous, because if you're able to change one person or help one person reach their goal, right? When that person reached their goal, they're going to be impacting another. So what? Your impact just became 1 times 2. 1 times 2. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of all over the place with my topic here now. Kind of got into a number of things, but this is Sincere Nquari. This is your friend, your uncle, your big brother, your cousin, you know, your family member. I'm just trying to, encourage people through music at sincerenquari.com. And today I have a new beat called Body. It's actually a beat that is kind of remake of R. Kelly's My Body's Calling. So you can actually sing on it, you can rap on it, you know, do whatever you do, even just have some music in the background or for a video or whatever. But check me out at sincerenaquari.com and my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that. I got a video for it and everything on my YouTube channel, like a cut and paste video. I'm trying to get more subscribers over there. But yeah, but that's pretty much it, man. Just watch out for me on the New Beat Wednesdays. Probably be doing this up to the end of April. And from that point, you know, I just may not be on the regular schedule, but I continue to put content out here, continue to come on live as well. What's up, Jason? What's up, Trey? What's good? Anybody got any questions for me? Anybody got any questions for me or anything they like to add or give insight or a statement they want to, you know, a statement for me about what I just talked about or anything, musically, anything. I'll wait just a little bit. I know there's a delay from when I say something and when people see it on their end. So I just wait a little bit. Because if not, I got to get back to work. Get back to work out here in the beautiful Panama City, Florida. A lot to think about. Okay. Yeah, I try to watch myself sometimes because I can easily get into the spiritual conversations, and sometimes people don't have a mental capacity to challenge themselves with that. But I'm glad I gave you something that the Most High gave me to share with y'all to possibly inspire you to think about some things or encourage you in some kind of way. Appreciate that, Herb. Appreciate it. So I'm going to sign off. Peace and love. That's what it, put them together. You got peace. You got love, right? Which is peace that we tend to use, but put them together, right? Put them together in unity and, you know, do great things. So till next Wednesday, see y'all.